What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Tank Hank, coming at you with a new live stream. I want to first say thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming through, sitting here with me and my guest. And for those that's going to catch the rerun, I keep forgetting about you guys, but I'm going to have to make it a point to talk to you too. Thank you very much for checking out the replay. This is a wonderful thing. It's just definitely a wonderful thing. Thank y'all for coming in to visit me. I want to thank all the people, that heard about my home scenario. Thank you very much for the prayers. Thank you very much for the people that did, some contributions. I'm here to tell there's truly angels out here in these YouTube fish fam streets. I love y'all. I'm very, very, very appreciative of you. When you are buying a home and they tell you, you can file for forbearance on the house, it don't always mean they're going to keep up with their promise that they made to you. There's always loopholes. And they might just try to take that house back from you. Just making a long story short, that's the scenario that I found myself in. But that's okay. God allowed me to find an apartment for my family. And we have to be moved in by the 13th. And things were just looking, starting to get real tight. And Jess, she talked me into, why don't you ask the fish fam, set up a GoFundMe and ask the fish fam. I bet they'll help. And that was outside of my comfort zone, but I knew for my family that I had to, swallow your pride, and I did that, and y'all came through. We have enough now, that on moving day we can move in, and it shouldn't be any problems. We haven't quite met the goal number, but we have enough to where I believe that it'll be fine. And I thank y'all very much. Let me see who all we got here. See everybody that came through. Collaboration of curiosities, Fisher and Tactics, Tech Top Tropics, Geek Boy, Alan Matthews, Patty, what's going on? HSIF Moore, GNU, Mridul Singh, Lisa NJ, J Dog 67, Peplin Creek, Foxy's Fishes, Quinn Golly, that's a new name for me. Twisted Lady, hello, haven't seen that name. Aqua Balls, what's going on, man? Patrick Hardy, what's going on, man? Jay Wizards from H-Town, Lance Jones, RB, I see you made it in, RB. Let's see, is that everybody? Geek Boy, thank you very much for being here. S, what's going on? Natural Aquariums, what's going on? Melvin, what's going on? What's going on? T-Bone, what's happening? Let's see, is that everybody? Am I caught up? Jess, what's going on? What's going on, ma'am? Thank you for coming in here, ma'am. Thank you for your words of encouragement, because if not, I might not have reached out to the fish fam. Thank you very much. Triple J, thank you. Thank you for coming through. Darlene's Tanks, thank you for coming through. First time me seeing your name. Let me see. Skipper is in the chat. And as y'all know, Skipper is my wonderful guest today. He's in the back waiting to come up. John Larson, what's going on? PB Aquatic, what's up, brother, from another mother? All right, y'all. Without further ado, gonna bring up Mr. Skipper. Mr. Skipper just happens to do the same thing I do for a living. So if anybody can identify with me, it's that fella there. I'll like give him a round of applause and welcome him in. Uh-oh.
Hello, everybody.
There we go. Chalupa, I see you. What's going on? What's going on?
Chillin.
Y'all holla out for Mr. Skipper. He's in the house. He's in the house. Skipper, how you doing today, man?
Oh, doing pretty good, except for the rain, but it can go away.
Yeah, right. Hey, y'all must have got it from us because we've been sunny and clear for about 2 days now. Oh, but before that, oh, it was coming down. It was real crazy. Real crazy.
We're gonna get it the next 3 days. It said today. That ain't
Okay,
cool.
okay. Hey, but we need it though. You know what? I'm gonna take that rain over how it came, in that ice form,
Oh yeah.
a while ago. Yeah, I'm gonna take all this rain, man. I'm gonna take all of it.
Yeah,
I
that ice ain't normal for yins down there. That's for sure.
yeah, I still ain't found no snow tires and no chains, you know what I'm saying, to put on my tires.
You're gonna have to get that. You're gonna have to order all that stuff online.
Yeah, right. I still ain't got none of that, man. So I'm gonna make do. Give me some galoshes. I can do that one. I'm good. Hey, so sir, I know everybody in the chat. I know they know you already, but there's probably a few things that they don't know about you. Uh, give them a brief introduction of yourself. Let them know. See into a little bit of who Little Skipper was, all the way up to who and what you do in the hobby right now.
Okay. So I was actually the only one in my family that got into fish. My parents never had them. Neither did my other two brothers, and I am the oldest, by the way. And it's funny how I got my first fish tank, and it's not normal because all kids like their video game systems. I actually traded my video game system for a 29-gallon tank with stand and everything. And
What?
that's how, yeah, I swear to God, that's how I did it. And I told him, I said, I'm tired of playing this game. He goes, I'm tired of taking care of this fish tank. I said, guess what? I said, how about we trade? He goes, all right, we'll do that. I said, you better ask your mother first. I said, I don't want to get you in trouble. I said, my game system's mine. I can do what I please with it.
Bob
And we
Taylor.
did it. Yep, we did it, and that's how I got into it. I think I was like 13 or 14, maybe. I can never remember the age because it's been a while. I got out of it because things in the future were starting to change whenever I got older. I wanted to work a lot more because I wanted to buy my own stuff so my parents didn't have to. So I worked. I went to high school and I worked afterwards on the farm. I didn't really get back into it until 2018. Uh, a very good friend of mine ended up dying of kidney cancer.
Oh man.
Yeah, and he had this tank behind me. It's we call it a dedication tank. Well, I dedicated it to him. And actually, behind it, in the background, is a picture of him holding a smallmouth bass because he loved fishing also. He originally had, I wanted South American cichlids in it. And I didn't want to go that route. At the time, well, whenever he got sick, he couldn't really take care of it, so he tore it down and just sat in his bedroom. Well, one day I was over there at the house after he passed away, helping her out with something, and I saw that sitting there. I said, I want that. I said, I'll even give you money. I said, I want to set that tank up. I want to get back into it, and I'm going to dedicate it to him. And I did. Getting back into it, since it was probably 20 some years since I've done it. I started researching on YouTube. I knew about YouTube because I also work on small engines. I fix lawnmowers and stuff like that. And if I had a question, of course, what everybody else does, we Google stuff, right? Well,
Right.
videos showed up, and I'm like, videos. What? Who does that? Well, yeah, that's what I thought. Now I got sucked into the rabbit hole too. But, that's how I discovered YouTube, and then I was like, okay, let's do some research about fish. Holy cow, the videos! I couldn't believe it, and that's how I got into it, learning it. I didn't start out with live plants because I didn't want to, get into all that yet
Right.
because I was just getting my feet wet again. I started finding some of the big channels like Dan's Fish, Jeffers Fish Keeping, Rachel O'Leary, which lives in Pennsylvania also. King and Queen of Cichlids, I started watching him also. He's from PA. And I just started learning off everybody. Now I'm up to 12 tanks. Uh, yeah, I just set up a stock tub. Me and my neighbor were trying a little experiment on bait fish, but I also like to go fishing. So we wanted to come up with a system to where to keep the bait alive as opposed to them dying whenever you're done fishing, you know.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying. That's my new experiment right now. That's
Okay.
that's pretty much it. I think they all pretty much know everything else.
Well, no, that's real cool.
But
That's real cool.
I also have a live stream that I do Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is what 5 p.m. Central. Uh, Me and my co-host is TN Awkward.
Okay. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go and check them check them out. Yeah, this fish hobby. Y'all, we were talking backstage, you know, um, we speak of, I'm not gonna stay on the deep tangent, y'all. Since this is all fresh and my life is deep right now, that I can't help but dabble, in conversation like this for a little bit. Then we're gonna try to, bump up the level of excitement a little bit more. But we speak of the importance of these fish on the mental health, you know, and it's so important and not cliche, even though we hear it so much that you can relegate it to, oh, it's just something somebody says because they're on camera and they're in a fish fam. No, 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 no. I've lived it in the last 2 days. I ended up getting back into the hobby as deep as I am now because 2 years ago when I ruptured my Achilles and was suffering, anxiety. Well, no depression then, but then the pandemic situation caused me anxiety and I missed work and I had fish. To hit the situation now where if it wasn't for these fish, I wouldn't know any of you wonderful people that helped me and my family be able to to get somewhere else to live and not be worried about being on the streets or trying to live in our little cars, and that's real. That's real. And I salute y'all, for being real people, true friends. Um, I never thought I would be in a scenario to have to experience the things that I talk about on the show, as far as telling everybody there's somebody there for you. You're never alone. I've always believed them, but I still never thought I would be the one that would have to, pardon me, hold on, that I would have to be the one who would have to benefit and experience it. But perfect example, y'all. Why not be the one? Thank y'all very much. I love y'all. You always hear me say that. I can tell people that I love them because I can see you. You're alive. And the God that I believe in let you still be here like he let me still be here. So I love you. Now, let's turn the volume up a little bit on this cause I don't want us to be all, teary-eyed stuff on this. Hey, Skipper, man, what do your fish room, do you expect to make it bigger?
First of all, I got to have a fish room. So all my tanks are spread out throughout the house.
Okay, okay.
I have a plan because I know in the long run, if I want to keep doing this hobby, it's going to save me money because this thing could get pretty expensive. So I'm eventually going to move it all to the basement. It's going to be a slow process because it does cost money to do it. And I
Right,
want to
right.
when it does happen, I want all my ducks to be in a row instead of just jumping right into it and wishing I'd have did something different. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm still pretty much, I guess you say, in the planning stage of it.
Okay, okay.
But you know how life can be. It can throw a curveball at you, and then you get off track, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh, man, I was
yeah,
doing this, and now I'm doing this. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And it being the time of year that it is, I'm going to be outside a lot more and helping other people out because I don't really consider it a weakness. But whenever somebody needs help that I know, I'll drop what I'm doing and I'll go help them.
No, it's not a weakness. It's a superpower.
Yeah, definitely is. Takes a lot to do.
It's a superpower, man.
Yeah.
Danican, what's going on?
Did I gotta ask him a question before I move on. Did you make it tonight? Because we did a shout out earlier, and TN Aqua stream. I got busy doing something else before I came to this stream. I didn't have a chance to check, but yeah, that I want to build it. It's just I want to do it right. I don't want to jump into it and, like I said, wish I did something else different. I want it to be how I want it, and I want it to run smoothly. I don't want no hiccups going down the road with it.
Okay, 18. Hey, y'all, share out Danican Aquatics, please. Let's get him to that 2 grand. Let's get him to that 2 grand. Share him out, share him out, share him out. I know that I am. Every chance that I get, let's get him to that 2 grand. Let's let him get that white dragon. I coined that phrase. Don't nobody steal that. 2000 is the white dragon.
All right.
So what is Patrick Hardy?
I'm confused.
Oh, I'm gonna show you what he's talking about.
All right.
I don't know. Can you see him over there?
Where? Nah.
Angelfish?
Oh, is he up in the back corner up there?
Yeah. I
You
know
can.
my light is messing up everything right now, but can you see him?
Yeah, he's up in that back. Oh yeah, right there, right in the middle of the light. Yeah,
There we go.
it's
Yeah,
pretty nice angelfish.
that boy is about 8 or 9 inches top fin, the bottom fin. Patrick uh, adopted. Yeah, I can use that word. Some people
Mm-hmm.
where he lived had that guy, and they could no longer take care of him. And Patrick adopted him. The people had like abandoned him in the house. He went through the freeze, lived, came from California to Houston first, made the trip, went through the freeze, lived, and Patrick needed to make room at his house, and he was like, "Hey, Hank, man, I got this angel," and I said, "Hey, dude, I got you." You know, I ain't never had an angel fish in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, "Hey, I got you." As a matter of fact, let me hit you with some of these big tank Hank special guppies I got over here. Wow. And
Yeah,
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take him from you. Yeah,
yeah,
he's doing real good, man. He's doing real good.
that's pretty cool. Boy, that's a
Yeah, he's doing
strong
real
angel.
good. Hey, right? Yeah, he's doing real good. But yeah, okay. So on your fish room, are you wanting to? I mean, I'm using the word commercial, but I don't mean in the sense of like this big old giant, fish store. But I mean in the sense of, do you want to make it where you're breeding, you're selling, or just, hey, let me go down here and sit in the midst of my 100 tanks and just look at it, and it's just all mine.
Well, when you keep fish, you end up with babies, whether you try to or not.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of convicts right here in this 10-gallon right there.
Yeah. Um, but I do want to focus more on corridors. Uh, I have three species right now. Or yeah, I got three kinds of them. I have the red Venezuelans. I have longfin Cory plateatus, and I have longfin Cory aeneas. And I love them. I'm fascinated with them. I don't know what it is. It's just something that whenever I started getting them again, I was like, man, I really like these. And then finding out there's so many other different kinds that they don't sell at Petco or at a pet store at LFS, that this platform showed me so many different varieties of fish. And I was like, man, I didn't know those existed. I want them. Well,
Ah,
that's why I got 12 or 11 tanks in a stock tub right now.
okay, okay. I got you. I got you. Yeah, you sounded kind of like me. I was always like better fish, but it was you know, the big box store Splendens. Gotta have it by yourself. You know, always liked them. And then for me to make a, a hard turn to the right to wild type betters, when this platform, and I start seeing these wild type betters, and I'm like, man, hmm, I'm kind of the unassuming guy,
Hmm.
anyway. Like I have tastes and stuff like, let's say, the Neo Heterangia, elegans, tiger teddies, the Heterangia famosa, least killifish, like niche, niche type fish. For me to see them, they don't have that, pow, pow, pop, color, the big giant fins and everything, but they're just so beautiful to me. And then to see that there are just so many types
Yeah.
of, of wild betters out there that you will not find unless I mean, like research and hunt and, harassing people in Messenger, on Facebook, that out there, man. I
Yeah.
can definitely, I can definitely feel you, in that. I would say for myself, you know, MBA, multi beta addiction, you know, hey,
Yeah.
I
Yep.
coined that one too. I coined that
I
one
ain't
too.
never
Don't
heard that one yet.
you don't take it. Don't take it. White Dragon, multi beta addiction. But yeah, I can definitely I can definitely feel you on that, man. Boy, this fish hobby, boy.
Yeah, it can really wow, it can really get you if you're not careful.
There's something for everybody.
Hmm.
If you have this much of an interest in in fish that's still alive and not on your plate with tartar sauce and ketchup,
Hmm.
if you have this much of an interest, there's something. There's something for you. You know, at
Yeah.
first, you know, you go a long time, you know, just, hey, yeah, I like to look at fish and tanks. You stay around long enough, something is gonna come by.
It's gonna catch your eye. Yep.
Hey, by the way, what is that? Oh, I want all of them.
Mhm. Matter of
All
fact,
of them.
I just got an order. Wow, it was this week. I had so much going on this week. Uh, off of Dan's Fish, the African butterfly fish. I got two of them, and I'm telling you, I'm so glad I got them. They're like now my favorite fish too.
Gotcha. Aren't they related to the arowana?
Yeah, that's what live stream I was in. They used to keep, and they're like, that's like a miniature arowana. I said, oh my, but they only get 5 inches in
Yeah,
captivity, so
yeah.
they'll work great in the tank behind me.
And when I tell you, they using the word crazy in a good way, they look so crazy from the top, like in a pond. I went
Mm-hmm.
to a zoo. I went to a zoo one time that had them. It was one of those ponds where you would be on the ground looking at the tank, you know,
Mm-hmm.
on a tour, but then in a different place on the tour, you're looking at it from, you know, straight down where it's just a pond with these
Mm-hmm.
other animals around. And they had a whole bunch of those African butterfly, like 20 or 30, you know, all going through there. You know, and from the top, man, it's you know, it looks like they're flying, just, you know.
Yeah, it's like they're flying on top of the
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
They have some saltwater versions. I don't know if they're like even the same, you know, fish, but they look like that. But they're bigger though. They're bigger, but they look like that on when you're looking down on them. If anybody in chat knows what those are,
I I want to say I've seen those, but I can't remember.
and I that's another. I don't know if I'll ever venture into the salt water, but you know, I know I'm veering off. You know, rabbit holes. They're all over the place. You know, when dealing
Yeah.
with fish, but take that particular fish. You don't see them in any fish tanks. I mean, they're pretty. You know, you don't see them in fish tanks. And there's a few different types of saltwater fish you'll see on these little niche videos on YouTube that you don't see in any aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, okay, do they just not live in captivity? Because you know, a human being is gonna stick something in a fish tank
Mm-hmm.
if he can catch it. You know,
Yeah, oh yeah, you ain't
I'm like,
lying.
is it that they just don't live, or are they illegal? You know, like exactly what is it? But yeah, I know I just looked off like I saw a rabbit myself. No, I'm looking at the angelfish just came up and he turned sideways. And I'm trying to see if my measure tape is in here. I was gonna give you a real measurement in real time of how big he is. But okay, back on the subject. But yeah, I've always wondered, you know, what is it? Why don't they have them? And are they? I don't know if they're mullet, Patrick. Because aren't mullets like a grayish silver muted color? Because the ones I'm talking about have actual look like wings. Their fins look like wings, like the African butterflies, and they have different colors, not like blue, red. You know, like brown, white. You know, they have different colors though. Four-eyed anableps are really cool. Yeah, I've seen the anableps. Have you seen those with the eyes above the water and the eyes below the water?
There is an actual what Jeffrey Watt's saying is a saltwater flying fish. But
And I don't know.
I
It
can't.
could be one of them because I've seen the flying fish on videos that were just about, you know, side angle and you're looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
So I never really saw those on those videos like close enough or from the top for me to know the same ones. But the ones that I'm thinking about have enough wingspan to where they should be able to fly.
Yeah,
All right,
I
now
did
go ahead.
when I got this fish. I was like, man, I forgot to ask him what to feed it. And I had to start doing some research. And I'm like, man, I need to go get crickets. Well, I ain't really going to be able to do anything till tomorrow because I still might get the small ones just to see if they'll do it. I have a Northfin bug pro. And what I did was I target fed them. I put it right in front of them, and they went after it. I was like, okay, I'm good, because
Okay.
it has all the protein and stuff in it that they need.
Got you. But it's nothing like seeing them eating like natural food, bugs and things of that nature. Though it's nothing like it though, man. Nothing
They
like it.
wouldn't eat mealworms. I tried that.
Oh
So
yeah, it's a mealworm.
yeah, I did. I tried it because I read that too, and I was like, well, that don't work for me.
Right.
I still want to try the cricket thing. If it
But
works, I'm definitely making a video.
did you like cut the mealworms up? Like maybe if you cut them in a
Mm-mm.
little bitty pieces, or they still wouldn't do it, huh?
No, well, no, I did it whole because I had real small ones.
Okay.
They had no interest in it at all.
Yeah, I've been noticing them, man. I'd go to the store. The thing is, I'm not a covered aquarium guy. I should be. As many golden wonder killifish I've lost because I don't have tops on my tanks. I should have tops on everything, but I don't really like tops, so I just I stay away from fish that's gonna come up out of there. But yeah, I really like those butterfly fish though. I really do.
Well, you definitely don't want to get a hatchet fish then because they love doing that.
I had some hatchet fish too. I had some hatchet fish. I lost one hatchet fish, and I was good right then. I was good on that one. But I was just so enamored with golden one, the killifish, that it's like I didn't get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just okay. Ah, oh man, lost that female. Okay. I'll just lower the water. Well, here top. Let me put this top on. Oh, oh, lost that male. Okay. Then some babies will show up out of nowhere because I didn't see them spawn or nothing.
Hmm.
Then I have this little ugly guppy fry. You know, I say it like that because it will be in with my guppy fry. And I'm like, man, what is wrong with this fry? I'm at, man, I'm gonna have to cull this one. I'm gonna have to do something. But something would always say, I guess, because I bet for the underdog. Something would always say, no, take it out and just put it over here. So, and I would always just stash it. It happened to me twice. After that, I realized I could recognize them, as fry. Oh
Yeah.
no, just put them over here to the side, and just let it see what it does. It might make it. It end up being a golden wonder killifish, and then he'll get to about 2 inches and fly out of my tank. So so finally, I had these dreams of I'm gonna have my 50-gallon tote in the garage full of golden wonder killifish because I'm gonna let them spawn. And I'm gonna have them everywhere, and I'm gonna take them to my LFS. Yeah, but yeah, they don't stay in my nothing I have over here. So I just gave up on that one.
And then you definitely gotta have good lids, tight lids for some of these fish. If not, they can be very sneaky. I was figuring that out with the bait fish down in the basement. They're called river chubs, but actually
Okay.
people have them in aquariums. I found that out through YouTube, and I said, man, why are these jumping out? They shouldn't be jumping. Then I go get a lid. I got it's like clear roofing for greenhouses. Put that on top.
The
How they still
cord.
getting out? Yes. Well, they were jumping and lifting it. That's how light it was, and still getting out. I'm like, I gotta figure this out. So I put wood on there. I was like, well, they ain't getting out through there. Man, they were getting through the hole. So now I got rag stuff in there. I'm like, hey, now I got
Yeah.
that part figured out.
And wonder how they know,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you're a fish. You're a fish. You're underwater. This hole is up there. How do you even know that that's that's gonna take you out of this tank?
Yeah.
T and Aqua, what's going on?
Here's my little sidekick.
Before you go to bed, what bed? What sleep, man? Oh, my fault. I sleep too. On my Fridays though, I get maybe 1 hour sleep on Fridays because I take a little nap right before the stream. But a lot of times I'm up 24 hours before I stream.
Oh,
Or
that's because
no, during the stream, I hit 24 hours. Because I work 11. I work 11 well, no, I wake up at 11. But I work 1 to 11. 1 a.m. to 11 a.m. So yeah, hit midstream and I'm already at 24 hours, and I'll be rolling. But during my club bouncing days and stuff like that, oh man, I sometimes will string together multiple 24-hour days. Regular job during the day, and then work the club at night. Come in from the club, still have my work clothes on from the club, change into my other clothes, get some coffee, sit in the chair, because it's like an hour, 2 hours at best left. Man, you can't lay down.
no. That's how it was in my military days. I know all about that. Then that Sunday, you just crash.
Disappear.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
They called me sleep. I found it up in the cabinet, and I took it to my bedroom, and it worked. I went to sleep.
For real. Those were the days, man. Hey, what would you say your favorite fish is, and do you own it?
That's always a hard question for me because I'm always finding different fish all the time. Uh, my favorite fish by far is always going to be the Corys. Yeah. Yep. I used to listen to that in my teenage days.
Right.
Heck, I
Hey,
still do.
hey,
What am I talking
you
about?
you young then, cause I wasn't no teenager no more when it came out.
Well, I'm only 38 years old.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Oh man.
But yeah, definitely the corridors is my favorite.
Anthony.
I really don't hate any fish, but there's a lot of fish I wouldn't keep because I'd never be able to.
Gotcha. You don't hate any fish?
No.
I don't know. I've had some times where I've seen some fish, and I'm like, no, no, no. Why do you have that fish? No, that fish is the Dallas Cowboys of aquarium fish. Oh, my fault. I shouldn't have said that out loud, because that may be some Dallas Cowboy fish. My fault. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah.
Love it.
No. So I guess I can't say I don't hate some fish. Not like personal hate, but yeah, no. Anthony Fisher friends, what's happening, man? What's happening? Welcome in
Actually, no,
here.
there is one, and it's the common pleco. And he's gonna hate me for saying that, but I don't know. I guess mainly because I will never, not say never. I can never say never because you never know what could happen. own
Yeah,
like a
right.
real huge tank or whatever. Now, if I owned a real, like 100 some gallon tank, or maybe even a 300, that might be a different story. Then I would probably get one because they do look like dinosaurs of the fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah. They would go well in a tank if you had, let's say, you was the person that oddball tank that they speak of, and
Hmm.
and you have them in there. Yeah, they would go. They would work in the skate. Me with the common pleco, that's not one I hate, but the common pleco is kind of like, how do I describe it? I always have, I always have some, and I really don't know why, because my snails is who I rely on to do the job that we thought common plecos were supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Common pleco is just like that. Common pleco is like that guy. You got your group of friends, and you had that one person who was a friend of one of your friends. He wasn't really your friend, but you knew him pretty well, so he was around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the common pleco. I don't hate them, but they just around. I'm always when I first well, I can't say that now though, because I think I'm gonna get rid of my last common plecos tomorrow. Because I'm moving around my South American cichlids because I don't think I'm gonna have room for them when I move, and the plecos are going with them. But I'm gonna get $4 store credit for each pleco, so I'm gonna take that.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
There is
Give
a
me
fish that I do want to get that's in the hobby that I probably will never own, and that's a Mabu puffer.
okay, okay. The which one gets the biggest for Haka or Mabu?
The Mabu.
Okay. And the
We was up
Mabu,
in, we was up in Erie, PA, and I went through a couple of their LFSs, which was hard to videotape because there's a crazy amount of people up there. And they had a 300-gallon tank that had two of them in it. And I was like, oh, I want to take that tank, how it is, and just set it up somewhere. I just thought it was pretty neat.
and those big puffers look like people to me. I mean, they just look like people. I don't know how they explain
Well,
it.
they do
Mermaids or
have
something.
a personality. It's weird. The bigger the fish, it's like they turn into what a lot of people call them is water
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 dog or water puppy.
water pets. Yeah.
Water fish. Yeah, they like like people. They don't have the one with the buck teeth, up in the tank.
Yep. Always smiling at you.
Say, why are you looking at me?
And I blame that one on Corey because of uh oh, Aquarium Co-op. Because whenever I saw his, I was like, I want one.
Yeah.
That's my new favorite.
Oh, I'm choking. Hey, y'all. Bang energy drink, peach flavor mixed with barge root beer.
Hmm.
Yes, delicious. But it's empty now. It's just ice in there. But hey, I know that was off tangent. I'm ADHD. For those that didn't know, it happens sometimes.
There ain't nothing wrong with
So let me see. What would I don't know what I would own. Yeah, more wild betas. I mean, I'm kind of hooked right there. I don't want anything real big because I'm Jaguars. I'm getting rid of my Jags, so I guess I would go back to get. There you go. Because I have them, but they're like 4 inches. But I have to get rid of them tomorrow.
that.
Unfortunately. Hey, Jay Watts, man, peach root beer. Yes, yes. You have to have open mind, man. You have to have open mind. Take water. See, Patty, come on now. No,
She crazy.
I drank enough take water, siphoning. Yeah, no. I
The
don't want to put
question
none on.
is, does every tank taste different?
I don't. I can say that my tank water don't taste real bad, so I don't want to taste nobody else's tank water because I've seen some gnarly looking. I don't want
Yeah.
to taste nobody else's tank water.
Mm-hmm. Dog laying beside me. Well, of course, Murdew. That's a given. Green water tanks taste like tank water has.
No, probiotics. Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
maybe
Now,
poop ball.
if I use my imagination, I know probiotics will move things around in the
Yeah.
in the intestinal tract area, and I'm pretty sure if you drink enough tank water, it might do it also.
Yeah, you probably
Now,
gonna have to clean out both ends up. Nah, I'm good.
ooh, I am not gonna try that one. Hey, collaboration curiosity. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Puke face. Yeah, I'm not gonna try that one. You can have that one, Patty. We good. We good. Ah, so, do you know how to um, ship fish?
I have not did that yet. The only thing I could tell you is I've watched videos. I haven't done it yet personally, but
'Cause
I'm actually going to be trying it this in the next few months. I just got to get some supplies. I haven't had a chance to do it.
okay, okay. Because I keep
And,
looking at these boxes I have up there, all my empty boxes that I've never tried to ship fish yet, but I have all those boxes up there waiting, but I just can't pull the trigger, man. I don't know. I'm so I'm not afraid of much of anything. I walk into a prison 4 days a week, but shipping fish just it unnerves me.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little nervous on doing it, mainly because of the horror stories out there. But I'll
especially
figure
as,
it out.
especially as of late.
Hmm.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
I've had some situations where, like the first set of least killifish I ordered 20, and I think I received 2 live fry out of the 20 fish. So I contacted the seller. He was like, "What can I do to keep you? You want me to send you some more? I can refund you." I tell you what, I'll take the 20. I'll take another shot at the 20. If you can give me 9, how did I come up with that number? I don't know. 9 extra. He said, I can do that. So I got the next shipment. Guess how many was dead?
None?
9.
No, nine. Oh, no kidding.
so, so I got my 20. I got my 20. So did he just say, let me kill these other 9 and put in there? I mean, nah. I know he didn't do that.
It's just weird how you said nine, and then they showed up, and then nine of them were dead.
Yeah, but
That's crazy.
all the extra that I asked for was dead. I'm like, but you got what you paid for. Yeah, I got my 20, but yeah. Yeah, that happened in real life.
Wow.
Then, I have my tiger teddies over here. Really, 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 really wanted these tiger teddies. And one of my YouTube buddies, he said, I'm gonna send you some. What? Man, he sent them. It was about 10, and 3 were alive. My heart was hurt. one female and two males, and that's been almost a year now. The female, those are those very small live bearers, so you'll get one fry. Like the least
Mhm.
killifish, you'll get one fry every 28 to 30. So there's one. She don't seem like she's had that fry yet. They were fry themselves when they got here, but they're
Mm.
grown now. But I'm looking at her right now. She's still pregnant. They
Hmm.
don't they don't eat they don't eat any other fry of any kind. So I don't want to think that they're eating that one fry every time she has it. But
It's hard to tell.
and there's a few people. Um, Lucky Schmuck, his tiger teddies. It's like he can't really get them to produce. And there's a few other people. It seems like it's a tiger teddy thing. But I mean, they're in the hobby, so that means they're dropping fries somewhere for somebody. Is it an actual water chemistry thing? Well, I don't know what it is with them, but they're healthy, looking good over there. No fry ever shows up.
I could tell you with the long fin Corey Claudiatus, the last batch I got out of them was 150 eggs. And ever since then, she has not laid any eggs yet. And I'm looking at this tank, looking at it. I said, it has to be something with the water. So I got to dial it back in. I did something right. I got to figure it out and get it going again because that's something I want to do.
Snags and drags fishing. Welcome in. Welcome in. I saw you earlier and I forgot to say something, so I'm glad you came back. Well, I'm gonna tell you one fish that I got my first set of fry from this week ever in life. I've heard stories about them though. I have I have two convicts that I'm moving out tomorrow with my other cichlids, right? No fry beforehand. So I go out there day before yesterday. It's a 50-gallon tote, and the tote has a footprint like a 75, or a 40 breeder. The Jags are in one corner with the Venusta cichlids, because I have three Venustas in there. They're like 3 inches apiece. It's three of them, and then the two Jags. They're all in the corner behind the pump. So you have all of this tank just open. So I get closer, and my convicts are only right at maybe 3 inches themselves. I thought maybe they wouldn't be breeding yet. Man, they got everybody jammed up against the wall, and it's this ball of fry rolling through.
Oh my.
So I catch the fry and I put them in this 10-gallon with my tiger teddies. Just I've had a few years experience with fry, whether it be better fry, guppy fry, different fish. You lose a percentage. You may save a few. Man, I see why convicts are like they are, dude. Look like every fry that I scooped out is still alive in this tank over here.
Yeah.
It's 100 fry in this tank. I know it is, and they're like the head of this small, like little, and it's like 100 of them in there, dude. And they just chilling. They
Very, very hardy fish.
they swimming around the pack right now, looking at the bottom of the tank, trying to eat like they're already grown fish. You know how they're acting? They just looking like they're grown already, and they're not big enough for nothing.
It's crazy.
I never thought I'd call a fish cute, and I sometimes laugh at people in my comments. Oh, it's so cute. Thought the fry. Well, these are kind of cute, but I know what I'm facing in the, And if all of those live, I'm gonna be hamstrung, as they call it. But my boy over there, Jeffrey Watts, he keep hitting at the feeders, them becoming feeders. I don't know, they might. It's a lot of them, man. They might though.
I walked into Petco one day and they have this tank that they normally just keep plants in, and they had that cichlid in it. I'm like, man, that's a pretty cool looking cichlid. The whole black and white, And I started asking about them. They're like, they brought these here because they have way too many of them. I said, well, they can stay here. I don't want them. So I'm good. I said, I ain't end up like that person.
Yeah. Hey, I don't even know. I'm usually one of those people, if you say, hey, don't smoke crack, you'll become addicted. Okay, I'm not gonna smoke crack. Don't touch that hot skillet, okay, I'm not gonna touch that hot skillet. But then there's those other things where I'm not quite that I don't want to say smart or hard headed or whatever. I like the way convicts look. I see the videos. I know what they're telling me were facts. But I saw, little bitty little convicts for like $3, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and get, talking myself into, but it's okay. You have to get a male and a female of whatever you get. That's just,
nature.
just, yeah, you have to do it. It just don't seem right. If I get one, two, so I'll get a male and female. They're still small. Like I said, they're barely 3 inches long, so I'm like, oh, I'm good. I got plenty of time. They're leaving this weekend. Surprise. Here you go. Here's a little something for you as we go out the door.
Yeah, they got you. They got you. Like, I'm leaving you a present now. Deal with it.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, and again, that characteristic I was telling you about in me, I'm sitting there looking at them now like, man, they look real cool in there. Right now, while I'm having this conversation. It's going to be okay. No, it's not going to be okay, man.
Every thinking one of them is going to survive, and then you're stuck.
I'll be live streaming with nothing but convicts in every tank. Like, hey, y'all, I gave up on everything else.
Jay Watts got a good comment there. They're convicts. Eventually, they fill up your tanks like a prison.
Oh man. Woo! All right, man. Hey. All right.
You might want to take him up on his offer.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fish right there on one shot.
Now, I'm still in a position. These wild betters, if the fish are small enough, they'll eat them. So I'm still in a window because my Chinardi's fry are extremely small right now, but I mean they're bigger. No, they're way bigger than the convict fry, so they'll get big enough to eat them. So I still have a window, of salvation. I just have to do it, Don't talk myself out of it.
That white net that you had in your hand, just dip it and then dip it again, and then you'll be good.
Woohoo, man!
That's a hard fish to get rid of too.
Yep. My LFS. I don't know what he does. Maybe he sells them as feeders too, but he will literally take anything, like, and he'll give you an okay, piece of coinage on it. I don't know exactly what he does or what he has going on to where he's like, yeah, I'll take it. Because he has something else going on somewhere else. I don't know. But I
Good.
could say that one LFS, I could actually get rid of him to him, but yeah, he has to have something else going on that I don't know about. Like maybe he's got giant cichlids at home and he's like, yeah, I'll take him. Thank you.
Yeah, go to his basement. He's got a monster fish tank down there. I'm gonna grow these
Right.
out. Well, I mean,
Oh,
there's me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I did it with you know how like people say, "Oh, I'm going to call these fish or whatever." Normally, that means they're just going to dispose of them.
yeah.
My son wanted these two pictus catfish I have in here. When we first got them, they were up in a 20 high, and I think it was at the time I want to say it was swordtails that I had, and I was looking through them, and then I saw a lot of bent spines and stuff like that. I threw them in the tank. They were gone next morning.
Casual.
So the fish ate them. They benefited from it. So that was fine with me.
Right. Hey, and you didn't just dispose of them, like, you know what I'm saying? It was a natural order of things.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Wish. Is it Wish or Weish? I've been wondering that.
It's
Look at
Weshy.
Jeffrey White said nobody wants them. Come on, Jeff.
It's Weshy.
Weshy. I should have asked him on the stream this morning, but I was driving, lurking.
Oh yeah, saw you up on there. Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about invasive species, and what invasive species would you have if you could?
You mean as in a fish?
Fish.
Ooh. I'd probably own a snakehead.
Yeah, I agree. Casual Aquatic says snakehead also. Yes, I agree. I do. I really do. Have you
And
seen?
if if I had a big enough fish tank, because we're not allowed to have them here in the United States, would be an Asian arowana because I like the colors on them.
Yes, 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 yes. King of DIY.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Asian arowanas. Yep, most
Yeah.
definitely. They are some beautiful fish. I will
Mm-hmm.
say that. And my understanding, different from the snakehead. The snakehead, we know why they're considered
Yeah.
invasive, but the Asian arowana is more of a political scenario. It's not even
No,
they're
because
gonna come and take over something.
there's no way that fish could survive in my waters in Pennsylvania. They'll be dead come winter.
Yeah, yeah. Now I hear it's more a financial scenario. It's not even a like, hey, you want this and we're not gonna let you get there. I don't know. It's not even. It has taken over no waterway anywhere.
Mm-mm.
Griffin, what's going on?
What's up, Griff?
Well, all right. We've come to our hour mark, y'all. It's been a wonderful stream.
Yes, it has.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I was telling y'all, why it's called the fishy den. And I've always called it an extended hug, man. Two friends sitting down, chopping it up, getting to know each other, have some laughs. All we needed was a grill and a 12-pack cigar if you smoke it. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. No, Patrick, no, not one more hour, man. I have some other folks that in the house with me that might want to see me for the next hour. I've been married 22 years, sir. You don't just get there by chance.
Yeah,
Oh,
you ain't lying
Skipper.
there.
Skipper, thank you, sir, for coming through. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No problem.
I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed getting to know you, man. Hearing your insights, hearing about your fish room. Thank you for coming through, sir. Respect. Like I said at the beginning, hey, we do the same thing. So if can't nobody identify with you,
Yeah.
I definitely can.
Yeah.
Woo. We need to get them some fish.
It's funny you say that. I'll have to tell you about that later.
Hey, well, the camera's finna go off here in a minute, so hey, you can tell me about it.
I
Hey,
will.
y'all, thank you. Thank you for coming through. Sitting here with us, man, enjoying these insights, and seeing two guys who love fish. Talk about fish. I talk about fish probably more tonight than I do a lot of times, but I mean, it wasn't like pulling teeth, you know what I'm saying? Thank you very much, y'all, for coming through. Take care of those fish and love somebody. Hey, well done, takes Trent. Glad you showed up though, man. Make sure you look at the replay, buddy. Y'all be good. Peace.